Hey you guys, I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not, I'm sorry. So since I love New York so much, it's my favorite place in the world, I want to share all my favorite places, all my favorite things to do, and just try and get like a feel on my favorite places in the city to eat, to do, to explore, to walk, to crap, everything. So since I'm gonna be talking about New York today, it's only fitting that I make a cup of coffee with beans I actually got from New York City, shipped down. I'm completely lying, it's actually Dunkin'. I put it in the Keurig, ran it through. It's so good though. My absolute favorite thing to do in New York City is to go to Trapeze School, New York. Now, if you've never heard of this, it's on the Hudson River on the corner of Houston Street and the West Side Highway. So it's on top of Pier 40 in Chelsea. So you just walk in, you go up, you take trapeze lessons. You're like a circus member for like 3 hours, and it's amazing. It's only in, of course, like, you know, the warmer months, the spring, the fall. And in the winter, they move it over to their other location in Brooklyn, which like just opened. I've never actually been because to me, half the fun is doing it outside. Because like when you're upside down on the ropes, you can see like the World Trade Center upside down. You can see, you know, the skyline to your left, Jersey's to your right, the Statue of Liberty's way over there in the corner. It's beautiful, it's phenomenal. Last time I did it, I think was like a year ago. It's been a minute since I've done it, but it's, oh my God, it's amazing. It's freaking amazing. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. It's a little bit pricey. If you've never done it before, it's $50 for the class, and then I think $25 for like a first time whatever fee. But I haven't paid that $25 in a long time because the last 3 times I did it, it was not my first time. So it's fair. I'm tired. So for the first class, it's 50 plus the 25, which by the Newton's law of mathematics is $75, and then after that it's just 50. But to me, you're paying for something that's going to be one of the best memories of your life, because I think about it, you know, almost every day. I'll, you know, watch the video of me, like, you know, flipping, doing the backflip, somebody catching me, you know, going this way and that way and this way and that way. And it's amazing. It's so much fun. Their website is tsny.com, Trapeze School, New York. They have locations in like DC, Santa Monica on the pier, a few other places I don't know, but the one in New York, in Manhattan, is phenomenal.
Sir, heels on the bar, point your toes. Final, look back and wait for him. Nice job, dude.
Now, my favorite place to eat, not only in New York, but in the world, it's the best restaurant I've ever been to, is Barbuto. It's actually Sarah Jessica Parker's favorite restaurant. Go order the pollo al forno, the chicken, and then get the roast potatoes with it. Oh my God! It is so good. It's like $25 to $30 for both those things together. But if you go to Barbuto, you've got to get the roast chicken and you've got to get the potatoes. I think it's on the corner of Washington and 12th. What are you doing back there? God! Just go, eat the chicken, eat the potatoes. It's a beautiful restaurant. The last time I went was in December. Yes, in December. It was freezing outside, so they had the garage doors closed. But there's lights everywhere. The wine is good. I can't afford the wine, so I never tried the wine, but the wine is probably good. But it's a beautiful restaurant. And I also would like to add that Barbuto and the Trapeze School are within walking distance of each other. You do your flips, you do your trapeze, you walk a little bit north, then you're at Barbuto. Oh my God, stop! And then once you're done getting completely full at Barbuto, walk a little bit more north and go to the Whitney Museum. Holy moly, it is the most beautiful museum. It's modern, it's minimalistic, it's simple, it's white, it's beautiful, I love it. They also have a beautiful rooftop, which is just, I mean, the most picturesque place I've ever been to in New York City. I took the most beautiful photo I've ever taken. I'm gonna drop it down right now. And when I went to the Whitney was the time I went to New York by myself maybe October 2 years ago, and it was a beautiful experience. I don't remember how much the ticket was, but I know I got a student discount, so perfect. But it's beautiful. The art was amazing, the ticket was affordable, and it was just a sprawling, gorgeous museum. Now, I love bagels, I love cream cheese, I love lox, and I love black and white cookies, so obviously New York City should be where I live. But the best place to go, in my opinion, obviously this is my opinion, I don't know why I said that, this is my video, I'm gonna cut, is Russ and Daughters on Houston and Essex Street maybe, I don't really know. But they had the most amazing bagel. I think I got the everything bagel with chives, cream cheese maybe, and lox, and I got a black and white cookie that was literally larger than my head. I have a very small head, it looks like I have Zika virus, but I don't. But the cookie was bigger than my head, which is, it was huge, it was like that big. But I think all in all it might have been like 12 or 15 bucks for the bagel and the cookie, which is not bad for Manhattan. But you should definitely stop at Russ and Daughters next time you're in New York. I just had my glasses off, they were squeezing my little baby head. So one of my other favorite things to do in New York is to literally just get out and walk. If you've maybe spent a lot of money and this is like your last day or your next to last day, leave your wallet at home, bring maybe your license and a couple dollars in cash. If you need it, walk, get out and walk. If you're staying in Brooklyn, maybe go to the Fort Greene flea market, leave your wallet at home. If you're staying in Manhattan, just get out and walk. I mean, to me, there are really no bad neighborhoods in Manhattan. There's just not, especially in the daytime. If you're there, just leave your wallet in the room, leave your wallet somewhere else, and walk. You will never, ever discover every cranny, every nook in New York City, so just get out and walk. There are infinite things to do, places to see, people to meet, dogs to scratch on the street. There's just so much to do, and you really don't have to spend any money at all. I also love to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. I love to start in Brooklyn, get on the entrance is on Tillery Street, and just walk into Manhattan, get on the subway when you get there and come back to Brooklyn, or just, walk across the bridge and then kind of walk around downtown Manhattan. Go around to Center Street, maybe go get something to eat down there, go to the Oculus. I love the Oculus. The architecture itself is beautiful. There's so many cool shops in there. There's just so much to do and to see, especially in downtown Manhattan and that area of Brooklyn, like Brooklyn Heights. There's just so much to do and to see. And once again, you don't have to spend that much money or any money at all. So another tip that I have is to try your best and avoid all of the run-of-the-mill touristy things, because you will most likely get disappointed. If you hate touristy trap places elsewhere, you're going to be disappointed in these places in New York. So of course, when I went to New York for the first time, however 5 years ago, whatever, of course I went to Times Square and did all that crap. But now I think I've been like 10 or 11 times now. I don't do it anymore. I don't go near it. I would really rather not. So of course, if you've never been to New York and this is your first time, don't listen to this. Go to Times Square, see it, experience it, and probably be done with it. There's con artists, people trying to sell freaking mixtapes with empty CDs. Nobody wants that crap. So go, the first time you're there, go to Times Square, see the Statue of Liberty on that freaking ferry that costs $100. Just go. But if this is not your first time, are you kidding me? But if this is not your first time going to New York, go other places. Go to Brooklyn, go to the Bronx, go to Harlem, go to Spanish Harlem. Go see other places that are not Midtown. I really cannot say that enough. Another one of my favorite restaurants is actually in Brooklyn. It's called Daddy's Greens. It's got delicious pizza. They also carry my favorite drink in the world, which I've never seen anywhere else besides in Boston, I think. But it's the Blood Orange San Pellegrino. It's like $1 a can. It's so good. Let me Google the address really fast because I cannot remember off the top of my head where it is in Brooklyn. That's what I thought. So yeah, it's on the corner of Malcolm X and Chauncey Street, just north of Fulton Street. Chauncey. Which is in like the Bushwick, Bedford, Stuyvesant neighborhood. Such a cool place. That was actually one of my favorite Airbnbs I ever stayed in. I think it was on, I want to say Marcus Garvey, maybe in Bushwick. Yeah, the Airbnb was on the corner of Marcus Garvey and Jefferson. Oh my gosh. The coolest Airbnb ever. That was when I went with my friend Bethany, and it was just such a great trip. So those are the tips that I have for you guys right now. Just be sure next time you're in New York, try and, be brave, go to trapeze school, take a couple hours, take a lesson, learn how to flip, learn how to do tricks, climb the ladder, do all these things because you will not regret it. Then go eat at Barbudo, then go to the Whitney, take out some art, get a bagel at Russ and Daughters, get a black and white cookie from Russ and Daughters, and just be sure to get out and go out of your comfort zone. Go to places that aren't, on the New York City bus tour or whatever. Like, don't just stick with that. Go out, go to places that you haven't been to at home. Just go and do the things that you can't do when you're not in New York City. Because it really is the best city in the world, the city that never sleeps, the city with the beans, the city with the neck, the city with the street lamps. That's really like my only best piece of advice. Get out and go. Go experience it. Go do stuff. Live your life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, give me a like. And if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more, just give me a comment down below because I have a lot more to say about New York and I could really go on all day. Thank you guys again for watching and I hope you have a great and awesome day and enjoy your next trip to New York.